as people have been coming to our certification workshops, there's been more and more people saying, we'd like to take this beyond the individual leader and into the organizational context. And so that's what we're doing here. We're doing a deep dive into how this plays out in organizations. To put it one way, we're not just thinking of the leaders as fish, but we're also interested in the water they're swimming about in. How do we really understand that more deeply? How do organizations really change when change isn't linear, predictable and manageable? And how does the vertical development frame influence that? One of the things that comes as we develop through the vertical stages is we start to see the systems of which we're a part. And of course, one of the systems of which many of us are part is the organizational system. So we'll be looking at stages of development of organizational systems. We'll be looking at formal and informal systems that are at play in organizations. We'll be using a lot of the tools that are available to us. For example, how do you establish liberating structures in organizations? How might constellations help in leadership development? How might our whole approach of action inquiry be an engine for transformation? Some of the culture tools that we have, but also, of course, look at how do you design vertical leadership development interventions that can really have an impact on shifting the leadership culture in the organization. Primarily two groups who are going to be interested in this. There are coaches, facilitators, consultants who perhaps have been using the vertical approach, maybe using the GLP with their clients, and would really now like to take it deeper, take the work further into their client organizations. So that's one group. The other group I think it would be of interest to are some of those big organizations themselves. Maybe some of the people in those organizations who are familiar with this approach, who really see the opportunity to bring a vertical frame into the organization to help shift the culture, to help the transformation that they're looking for, to help leaders be able to hold the pressures of today and the necessities of today alongside the desire to transform for tomorrow. We've been working on this for a long time. In fact, we've created and authored an awful lot of the thinking around vertical development. Professor Bill Talbot, who's behind much of this, who'll be involved in this workshop, has been at this for 50 years or more in terms of his research, and Elaine Herman Barker for a very long time too. But we've also been pioneers in taking this work beyond the individual and into client context, into large organizational systems. And we'll be bringing examples of some of our global clients and how they're using this vertical approach across the world to bring about the kind of transformation that we've been talking about.